Hi guys, this is Kat Lehman again, and I'm going to talk to you guys about a little bit about me and my love for music. It has I'm also going to be talking about music nowadays and how it affects me. So, but for now, I'm going to tell you guys about why I love different kinds of music from different nationalities to and how I grew up with it, and so on and so forth. So, my favorite music is, it generates around a lot of different genres, from Yellow Card to Avril Lavigne, to Tremonti, to Creed, to Rise Against, to Metallica, to Backstreet Boys, and and the like. When I was 12 years old, 12, 11, either of those ages, I got into music when my brothers started earning enough money to buy music for themselves. And of course, me being their brat sister, I decided to ask my elder brother if I can listen to his Yellow Card album, which was Ocean Avenue. Now, my memory's a little vague on it, but when I listened to Ocean Avenue, I discovered a different world of music altogether. Beforehand, I was listening to kid songs, I can't remember, but I do remember a lot of music from my elementary school days, and I thought those were the only music around. I was wrong. And so thus began my love of music. After Yellow Card, I started listening to Avril Lavigne. After Avril Lavigne, I started listening to Nickelback, and then it gradually, I became addicted to music. And I admit, I am addicted to music. It is my drug. I cannot seem to live a day without it. There will be days that I will have long periods of silence while I'm looking at the computer, only because I like writing nice stories. Anyways, music in my life, I don't know if I can live without it. I enjoy music a lot, and especially the music in previous years past. I've been starting to remember some songs that I haven't heard in a long time, and there's still some songs that I know the lyrics to, but I do not know what the title of the song is, and that annoys me a lot because I really like that song, and I can't find it anywhere. So, oh well, I'll still try to find it, see what I can do, but other than that, all I can do is hunt down that one song to listen to it again. So, as I gradually got into middle school, I was about 13, 14 at the time, I was introduced to a more broader sense of music. I was introduced to Linkin Park. I was introduced to Beyonce. I was introduced to 3 Days Grace. I was introduced to Fall Out Boy. I was introduced to a whole lot of music that I didn't even realize existed. And so I decided to broaden my horizons and started listening to different music. I went on to Yahoo Music before YouTube became a thing. I listened to Yahoo Music. I would ask my mom if I can go on her computer, and I would go to Yahoo Music and watch the music videos. At the time, they were just like these little tiny, little tiny boxes that you have to watch music videos from. And at the time, internet was at its peak, and it started gradually, becoming better and better and better. And so, with Yahoo Music out of the way, then came YouTube, where everything starts coming together. And so, when I got onto YouTube, I started typing in music titles that I haven't heard or haven't listened to yet. And again, my horizons broadened a bit when I was listening to different kinds of music. some of the bands that I have found on YouTube was Within Temptation. J Cho. I started listening to music that's outside the U.S. So don't be surprised if I started naming off some groups that are in South Korea or Japan. There's Do As Infinity. When I first started watching anime, the first Japanese song I've listened to was Do As Infinity, Shinjutsu no Uta, so I got introduced to Do As Infinity. Then I got introduced to a few other bands as well. I started listening to more J-pop, and then I started listening to K-pop. I started listening to C-pop, and that's how I got introduced to J Cho, Donbon Shinki, Girls' Generation, and so on and so forth. I mean, there's a lot of, really good bands out there. There's a lot of talent, and there's a lot of good music, and I try to listen to as much as different music as possible. And now at 22 years old, I still listen to a lot of different music. But nowadays I've realized that there's something different about music in the U.S. nowadays. It's become dubstep, but I'm kind of partial on dubstep, and some of the pop and hip-hop and rap kind of, let's just say they're not exactly my favorite genres now, because I keep hearing like the same verse, same beat, same tempo over and over and over and over again. And let's be honest here, me having ADD, ADHD, I love repetition. I love repeating songs over and over and over again. I can't tell you how many times, in fact, just last week I started listening to Linkin Park and Yellow Card on repeat all week long. That's just this last week. And I repeated the songs over and over again. I repeated the albums over and over again. I mean, I repeated it over and over and over again. I still never get sick of them. But nowadays, especially on the radio, yeah, let's just say that it's not really, it really isn't my cup of tea anymore. So I've been searching for more underground music that I can listen to. In fact, in the description box, I will be putting down music that maybe you guys heard of these bands, maybe you have heard of these singers, but I want to challenge you guys to give it a try, and then type down in the comments what you thought of the bands, and I also want to challenge you guys to broaden your horizons on different music, because you never know unless you try, and if it's not your cup of tea, that's okay. You know, I'm just stating my opinion here, because music is, it's not just one genre that you love. I had a friend that told me that when it comes to different genres that I like, instead of taking a pistol and shooting specific points in the paper, I take a shotgun and I shoot that piece of paper all to shreds. So that's how he described me as. And so, like I said, different people like different music. I generally like metal to alternative rock to country to pop to hip-hop to, whatever. And, it doesn't really matter what kind of music I like listening to. I enjoy it because most music has a meaning to me. And, I like finding music that has really good meanings. If you go to my Cries playlist and look through them all, you'll see that in my younger years of YouTube, I listened to mostly like, you know, AMVs and AMV slideshow, but now I've broadened those horizons and such. Excuse me. And it's gotten better. I think it's gotten better because, you know, my tastes have now somewhat matured and such. So, so yeah, I mean, like I said, you know, everyone has their different styles of music that they like, you know, either you guys like rock or hip-hop or, you know, or alternative or heavy death metal or roar. You know, it's, like I said, you know, it's fun to listen to different composers, different artists. And like I said, I'm going to put down in the description what, if you guys want to give it a shot and listen to them. I challenge you guys to read it, sorry, not read it. I challenge you guys to listen to the music and give it a shot and tell me what you think down in the comments. And if you don't like it, you can tell me, you know, it's not my favorite. I liked it a little bit, but it's not my style. You know, that's okay. I haven't touched the subject of video game soundtracks, but I'll get to that in another video. So, anyways, I hope you guys really liked this video about my opinion on how I grew up on music and how I like music nowadays. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. So, subscribe and follow if you want to. And I hope you guys have a great night. So, my last question is this. What music did you guys grow up with, and what music do you guys feel like you are compatible with nowadays? And if you have any questions, just let me know. So I'll see you guys later, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!